Hello and welcome to News Tonight. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Let's dig into it. President Yoweri Museveni has urged Karamojong warriors to voluntarily surrender illegal guns and embrace development. He was officiating at the groundbreaking ceremony of the construction of a $300 million project of clinker and cement by a Chinese-based company, West International Holding Cement Limited, which is going to produce cement and clinker sourced from the local limestone from Moroto district. The factory is to sit on over 200 acres in Nandunget sub-county, Moroto district. It will produce 6,000 tons on a daily basis and employ over 1,000 people.
Karamoja sub-region has many minerals including marble, gold, limestone, among others. Here, most of the minerals are taken out of Karamoja as raw materials. Uganda imports 50% of the clinker used in producing cement from outside countries, as the country loses $380 million annually. Today, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni officiated the groundbreaking of the construction of a $300 million project, which is going to produce 6,000 tons of cement daily.
Now the formal groundbreaking ceremony. Your Excellency, we want to thank you.
The next stage is the rotary
The factory will sit on over 200 acres of land in Nandunget sub-county, Moroto district. The raw materials that will be used in the manufacturing of cement will come from Karamoja sub-region. While officiating at the function, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni urged Karamojong warriors to embrace voluntary disarmament.
Operations are fully developed, they will be earning about $900 million. In a year. And that is slightly more than what we are earning from coffee now. Many actors are beginning to know about Uganda as an investment destination. Therefore, anarchists and troublemakers should not play around.
President Museveni said over $300 million will be saved from importing clinker.
If there is peace and we develop infrastructure, the roads and the electricity and so on, people with money will come and invest. That these factories which will make clinker will save Uganda $380 million of imported clinker.
Museveni called upon Karamojongs to tap from the opportunities created by this project.
Factories will create jobs.
And
they will pay taxes. The government will benefit by taxes. But I want every Karamojong to also benefit in other ways. This is because you can't all come to work here in the factory. But the workers in the factory don't come with their own gardens. They need food. They need milk. They need beef. This is where other Karamojong can also come in.
The State Minister for Minerals, Peter Lokeris, said the project will support on the import substitution initiative by producing locally made clinker.
The sustainable exploitation of Uganda's minerals, our strategic objective as a government is to promote value addition for employment creation industrialization, and local content development.
Representative at West International Holding Cement explains more about the project.
对敬意和诚挚的感谢。
I would also like to express my heartfelt thanks to all the friends who care about and support the Uganda project.
This factory will stabilize prices. We've seen significant variations in prices, sometimes because of exogenous factors.
Our Railway 20th Bureau Group will closely cooperate with the West Cement Group to significantly organize construction to ensure project safety, quality, and construction schedule control.
Locals say this will reduce on the cost of construction in Karamoja, create job opportunities for the locals, hence ending insecurity and widen the market to the neighboring Kenya, South Sudan and Ethiopia.
We provide job opportunity for our people. Within that spirit, I foresee many other Ugandans coming to Karamoja that was formerly construed to be a no-go zone.
A privilege that we have been advocating for and lobbying for, that since we have industries, since we have raw material in Karamoja, why don't we have an industry to address the issue of these raw materials? And we are very happy that through our investors, they have managed to come and set up a plant here in Moroto.
Location in the Karamoja will also change, because we are already seeing these companies who have come to mine marble or limestone in Karamoja taking children to school.
But mainly we're targeting people across, that is Kenya, Sudan, and all the way up to maybe Ethiopia. So there will be market automatically for this, because regionally, there's a lot of construction going. So I believe the cement will be.
West International Holdings Cement Limited, a Chinese-based company, entered into a venture with Sabad Quarry Moroto to construct a cement factory. Sabad Quarry Moroto acquired surface rights from Ropa Community Development Trust to mine limestone. I'm Nafka Farida and Moriniga.
The King of Toro, Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru Rukiri IV, has urged his subjects to embrace development activities set aside by the kingdom under the 25 years development agenda. He was speaking during the 28th coronation anniversary at Karuzika Palace in Fort Portal Tourism City. Meanwhile, the Mpango Royal Cultural Ceremony is an important event conducted often when a new king is descending to the throne or commemorating a coronation of a reigning king in Toro Kingdom. In tonight's special edition about the Mpango Cultural Ceremony, as Omukama Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru Rukiri IV celebrates his 28th coronation anniversary, we look at the major cultural rituals spearheaded by the Basita clan on the eve of the function known as Umjaguzi. The report explains when, where, and how the rituals are conducted to portray the significance of the Mpango Royal Cultural Ceremony. Let's take a look.
The 28th Toro Kingdom coronation anniversary started with church service to dedicate the king to God. Presided over by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tahewa, as the chief guest and attended by dignitaries. The king tasked his subjects to work towards economic transformation through agriculture, life skills, among the youth, and good health.
Uganda AIDS Commission hamwe na Ministry of Health kurwanisa uburwaire bwa kagingo slim tongera mamani kandi ninterera abembezi inywena abazeire abembezi bamadini kuongera mamani.
Toro Kingdom started King Oyo Model Farm at Bukachi Sub-County, Chenjojo District and the Youth Skills Training Center at Muchwa.
Obukama bukatandika Youth Center nuko ensingato zaitu zije zege. Emirimo yengaro nindagiro mpikirwa na magato akutama amani mu ntekani zenu. Ningonza tuwegesa abantu baitu ebyo bulimi n'obulisa ebyo bukuku. Nkatandika King Oil Model Farm Bugaki. Tutairewe ntegeka kutandikaho farm nkazino ubuchweke ebindi byobukama nuko zegese abantu baitu.
The Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tahebwa, commended the King for safeguarding the cultural values of the kingdom and asked the King to preach to his subjects about government programs and the negative effects of land fragmentation, pledging total support from the Parliament.
Kandi program ya parish model Your Majesty twakwata nisaniwe ntumanya uneza kuyamba emyogana n'ebindi.
The Deputy Speaker told the Kingdom about the return of the Kingdom property and the agro-industrialization plan by the government.
The process has been slow, but we are going to work with the representatives to expedite this process. I commit to myself to give it time.
The Prime Minister of Toro Kingdom, Stephen Chiinji, urged the people of Toro to protect the environment.
Kurora obukama buina sente n'abatungwa nabo baina sente.
Members of Parliament from Toro Kingdom handed over the renewal Toro Constitution to the King.
Tugonza butongole kukwasa ekiragiro kino nuko abantu baitu ba Toro bamanye biki ebiri mu kiragiro ekikuru ekihanga.
The theme of the 28th coronation anniversary is protecting our environment, traditions, and cultural heritage. King Oyo ascended to the throne of his late father, Patrick Olimi Kaboyo, at the age of 3 years, making him the youngest cultural leader in Uganda.
Now, police at Ginger Road earlier today dispersed border cyclists with tear gas for attacking traffic police officers following an accident involving Chimboya Stephen, a border cyclist. Police said Chimboya Stephen was knocked by a garbage truck while trying to evade KCCA traffic enforcement officers along Ginger Road.
Stephen Chimboya, border cyclist with border number UFP 327T along Ginger Road, has been confirmed dead in an accident by the home clean garbage truck number UBG 843M. It is alleged that Chimboya's accident was caused when he was trying to evade KCCA traffic enforcement officers, thus colliding with the home clean garbage truck. Stephen Chimboya's accident prompted border cyclists to attack Ginger Road traffic police officers, accusing them to have been the root cause for the death of Stephen Chimboya. This forced the police to disperse them with tear gas, and some were arrested. However, tear gas did not prevent the border cyclists from expressing their dissatisfaction towards traffic police. The home clean garbage truck number UBG 843M was later dumped by the driver around Chibuli. The Deputy Police Spokesperson in Kampala Metropolitan, Luko Weyesigile, confirmed the death of Stephen Chimboya and that investigations for the cause of the accident are still ongoing.
That later on led to what we call a disruption of traffic, which prompted our officers to use reasonable force to disrupt. The people had organized to block traffic along Jinja Road. It is alleged that the rider, one Chimbowa Stephen, was knocked by a Hino truck, white in color, belonging to Home Clean. And the cause of the accident itself is being investigated. We don't know.
Owesigile, however, condemned the actions of boda cyclists towards the traffic police. The body of Stephen Chimbowa was later taken to Mulago Hospital for post-mortem. Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
And now Hoima District LC5 by-election campaigns have winded up today, with Prime Minister Robin Nabbanja and other senior NRM officials urging the people of Hoima to vote for their candidate Uthman Mugisha. The senior officials addressed 3 rallies with the message of improving service delivery and addressing rampant land conflicts in the area once the campaigns are over.
It was the last day for search for votes in Hoima LC5 by-elections. The Prime Minister Robin Nabbanja led a team of senior NRM officials and addressed 3 rallies in the sub-counties of Kapapi, Buseruka and Boraro. The Premier pledged to address the rampant land conflicts in Bonyoro with the concerned authorities like the National Forest Authority. She also says sub-counties without CD schools, health center 3s and electricity will be connected if the people vote for the right candidate.
Batageza kuba wa mitwala 5 manya mitwala 3 emilioni tuli hamwe abalumbi ate bakuwa wa 5 wa kugatwa president akaragira akakaita.
The candidate, who is a son to the dead former LC5 chairperson Kadiri, urged people to vote for him so as to start from where the father left.
Utukakumara koma tuti nize nsonga zinja kutandikiraho ensonga za mataka bojunye kabatumalawo obusinge bantu gavumenti atomulanga kwetegulire bona bayizire tujja kuteeraga esimu ni bakwata tujja kuteeraga esimu ni bayijja kandi bubakayizire bali hano mpaka ekiro kyokoma n'otukumala koma tutandikiraho okukora ensonga z'enguudo.
The NRM leaders and ministers who pitched camp in Hoima campaigning for the candidate says the ground is leveled and hope to win come Thursday.
Sincerely thank the people of Hoima district for the massive support to the NRM candidate. He is a young man, very energetic, very intelligent, very articulate. He has moved and we have moved with him. But most importantly, he has moved with the leaders in Hoima district and all of us have been rallying behind him. We have had a village-based campaign strategy. We have moved in each and every 320 villages of Hoima district and we have seen massive support.
And once for us to become yellow, you take our flag, we must defend it. We have been in Hoima for the last 2 weeks to boost our candidate and ensure he wins, because historically, from the Bush War, all districts of Bunyoro have been for NRM. These things of independence have just come up. So Uthman, young as he is, people of Hoima direct to vote for him because
The polling day for the by-election is slated for Thursday with 5 candidates on the ballot, including NRM's Uthman Mugisha, FDC's Patrick Musinguzi, NUP's Aguda Moses, and 2 other independent candidates. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Hoima.
Uganda Broadcasting Corporation has hosted the leader of the Seventh-day Adventist faith in Uganda. The 2 entities promised mutual working relationship.
The leader of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Uganda, Pastor Dr. Moses Makar, paid a courtesy visit to Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, commending the working relationship between UBC and the SDA faith in Uganda. Together with the Communication Director, Uganda Union Mission for the Seventh-day Adventist Church, Pastor Rogers Kagwa, they were hosted by the Managing Director, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, Winston Agaba, who lauded the church in its diligent service towards national building and development.
As management of UBC, we promise to always respect different people in their different religious beliefs. We can give you the assurance that the Seventh-day Adventists who work with us, we follow their norms and we do not coerce them to work when they're supposed to be replenishing. So thank you, and we shall look forward to even a better relationship between the Seventh-day Adventists and Uganda Broadcasting Corporation.
Mr. Agaba promised a friendly working environment where UBC as a national broadcaster is mandated to offer a platform to all religious denominations. On a UBC tour both in its TV and radio studios, Pastor Makar prayed for all staff of the corporation, highlighting how exemplary they should be while practicing their mandate to the nation.
We want to thank you and appreciate the work that you are doing here. And that's the most important reason of our coming, is to come to encourage you, that you may not know it, but we hear you, we see you, and we know you. And we appreciate that which you are doing for the nation. If you want to know your description manual as a creature from God, there is no other text that defines what God created you for other than that text. It sums up what God expects of you. It sums up what God will in the end ask of you after all is said and done, whether you lived to your created expectation.
In appreciation, the Seventh Adventist Uganda Union offered a plaque and literature to Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, beseeching them to be readers, doers of the Word of God. UBC has had a good working relationship with the Seventh Adventist Church in airing its functions on its different TVs and radio stations. The flagship SDA program, SDA Today, that airs every Saturday, has been on air for more than 40 years, spreading the gospel of Christ. The Seventh-day Adventist faith is a Christian denomination distinguished in following the Bible entirely, emphasizing the imminent second coming of Jesus Christ. Ngabo Amon, reporting for UBC TV.
State Minister for Information, Communication and Technology Godfrey Baluku Kabyanga has urged private media outlet owners to collaborate with government for effective information sharing to the public. Kabyanga was addressing an engagement between ministries and agencies to harmonize communication to promote export trade, investment and tourism as directed by the President.
Uganda's media has over time been criticized for the country's poor economic performance, and President Yoweri Museveni has on several occasions condemned the unpatriotic character. He directed dialogue between state-owned media outlets, government agencies and the private sector practitioners.
The President gave strategic directions, first of all at the beginning of the term in 2021, and direction number 21, I think, was about communication, that we should improve government communication. And then in April this year, he also gave another strategic directive, and this was mainly about export trade, to communicate issues to do with the export trade.
The Ministry of Information and Communication Technology and the Presidential Advisory Committee on Export and Industrial Development have instituted a committee to regulate information disseminating across all platforms.
We have agreed that we should respond to any negative information that comes out as far as export trade is concerned.
The meeting between the ICT Ministry, the Presidential Advisory Committee on Export and Industrial Development, PASAID, as well as the private sector, several players declared the irresponsible media publicity for which UCC and Media Council have not regulated.
2 interceptions, the biggest being the Sudan one. 92 trucks intercepted, locked in Nimule. They have food in there. They have grain, beans, flour, and maize products. For 2 months, from May and only in July, that's when Chairman and the team, we went there. There were 3 lies, which PASAID brought out very clearly, and one of them, that all the maize and all the food in these trucks was infested with aflatoxin, a big lie.
The media houses will come out with that and say either we need a training or we need a meeting or a sensitization, and we call in all the editors of the different media agencies and they hear.
It is our mandate through Uganda Media Council, through UCC, we regulate. So it is our function. So we have been doing it, but and we have all the laws in place. But now we need to strengthen enforcement.
A senior presidential advisor on special duties, Odrek Rabogo, also testified that the irresponsible media activities are largely to blame for the fall in export of Ugandan products.
This is the first meeting to get people to know each other's issues. And hear that my issues are your issues and they are collective issues, so we need a solution on how to drive exports. Because for me, the concern is treat exports the way you treat your eye. You don't throw sand and medicine in your eyes. Your eyes must remain sharp because they are the light to your body.
So a 14-member committee has been instituted to harmonize government publicity.
We have come up with a joint committee that will harmonize communication about export trade so that we can really improve on our balance of trade.
Ivan Juko, Wycliffe Mudach for UBC.
Water, please. Can I pay with Momo? No. Hey, can I pay with Momo?
Here's our merchant code.
Very good.
7 mega?
20. Can I pay with Momo?
Unfortunately, no.
Baby, let's go.
When paying with MTN Momo comes with more benefits for everyone, it just doesn't make sense not to have it.
Hello, I've come for it.
Can I pay with Momo?
Yes, you can.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mold Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
Uncle, you should see London. Oh, my boy. It has been 5 years. You should see Uganda. Yes. Uncle Marcus, that's my former school.
See, soon there will be more than 1 million children learning like this. For free.
This is impressive.
Do you even have connection out here?
Well, we have 100% 4G countrywide.
Okay.
We even have 5G too.
That's approximately 700 billion Uganda shillings in tax, making Airtel one of the largest corporate income taxpayers over the last 5 years, helping build a better Uganda.
Today are your son, so our new Uganda.
Thank you, Uganda, for imagining it with us and making us the fastest growing telecom in the country over the past 5 years.
Juko. Yo. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, it is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Did you know that you can safely and conveniently make your school fees payments anytime, any school, anywhere using Airtel Money? Oh yes! Simply pick up your phone and dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Choose between School Pay, Peg Pay, or Sure Pay. Enter student number. Enter amount. Confirm name and transaction. Enter Airtel Money PIN. A confirmation message will be sent to you upon a successful transaction. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back. You're still watching News Tonight. Rotary District 9213 has hosted a Rotary Friendship Exchange with District 3232 from India. This international initiative, under the leadership of Alex Twesige, exemplifies the spirit of Rotary by fostering connections, transcending borders, and promoting community service.
The Rotary Club of Chiwatule has been selected as a host for the Rotary Friendship Exchange with District 3232 from India.
As Rotary, we do many projects, and these projects we cannot do them alone. We normally do them in partnership with other clubs, especially from different countries. So such a day, when we interact with Rotarians from different clubs, like from India, we get the opportunity of partnering with them so that we can do projects which impact on the humanity. Most of the projects we do, like I've already mentioned, we cannot have the money to utilize. So these exchanges, you first of all become friends before you work together.
District Governor Akira Viramon of District 3232 collaborated with Rotary clubs in District 9213 and 9214 to initiate a series of community projects.
That a good number of projects, and particularly they are quite impressed with your the boy child project, what you have been talking, and all our club secretaries and presidents, they are talking about how they can do certain projects for the boys here.
The friendship will strengthen international ties but also showcase the power of Rotary in forging lasting connections.
What we are witnessing today is a group from District 3232 India coming to Uganda, visiting two districts of 9213 and 9214. We partner, we build friendships, long-lasting friendships. And what happens also is clubs start working together and work together on projects. Ultimately, the intention is to build communities, to support communities out of these friendships. It's much easier to work together if you're friends and you know each other very well than writing emails to strangers. That's the essence of these friendships.
The Friendship Exchange will enable 50 visiting Rotarians from India to participate in community projects in Uganda.
This Friendship Exchange today, here hosted by the Rotary Club of Chiwatule, signifies for us a solid friendship in Rotary. And we celebrate the friendship that we've received from our delegates from India. We have shared details of the Boy Child Uplifting Program in Uganda. They have accepted to work together with us and partner on this program to uplift and support and impact the 2.3 million boys in Uganda that we have set out to support, to mentor, to groom, and to change lives.
With over 120 Rotary clubs and 115 Rotaract clubs, District 9213, harnessing the power of service, serves northern, midwestern, eastern and part of central Uganda to address pressing social issues. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
And police in the Albertine region is investigating the death of one identified staff of Buhimba Town Council, Chikove District, who was working as a technician. Norman Mugisa, a resident of Chiriatete, Hoima City, died in a car accident at Nambule village while campaigning for Guda Moses, contesting for the LC5 seat, Hoima District.
According to Hankiza, the Albertine police spokesperson, the vehicle which they were driving overturned in the convoy, killed one person and left 10 injured.
The front vehicle had to brake instantly. As it had to brake, the other motor riders now rammed into the rear part of the motor vehicle. So one died, Mugisa, was identified as Mugisa Norman, a resident of Chitiateta and staff of Chikuvi, Buhimba Technical, Buhimba Town Council, but he's a technician at Buhimba Town Council. So he died instantly. I died on the spot. Then the other 10 who are believed to be passengers on the motorcycles sustained injuries.
Hankiza appealed to NUP supporters to be mindful of their lives while moving in the speeding convoys of their preferred candidates.
And as earlier we had even talked about the reckless riding, you see people have started losing lives. So, because if people lose lives out of reckless riding and driving, this is unacceptable. So we shall not allow this.
The 10 who were injured were rushed to Hoima Regional Referral Hospital for medical attention. Joseph Oko, UBC.
And the Deputy Mufti of Uganda, His Eminence Sheikh Abdallah Semambo, has lauded Ugandan Muslims and other well-wishers that turned up for fundraising for the completion of the Masjid Rahman at Katumu Islamic Center. He was at the fundraising drive towards the completion of the Masjid Rahman complex in memory of Sheikh Swaib Semakula, held at Katumu, Luero district.
People who donate towards causes of furthering Allah's works and objectives will always receive back 10 times more of what they give. The Deputy Mufti of Uganda, His Eminence Sheikh Abdallah Semambo, however, urges people of Katumu to engage in developing Muslim projects.
twafuddeyo ekituufu endowooza nti twalikoze omulimu omuki ogusingako wano naye ndowooza era entandikwa nki obuli temuddayo.
The Chairman Shura Council at Uganda Muslim Supreme Council headquarters Old Kampala, Sheikh Abdul Obeid Kamlegea, also a former Chief Kadi, says that the late Sheikh Swaib Semakula merits the construction of a mosque in commemoration of his name. The Luero Muslim District Council Chairman, Ali Ndaula, delivered a message from Royal Triangle State Minister Alice Kaboyo.
Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamdu.
Hajat Sauda Namat of Semakula, the 102 years old surviving widow of the late Swaibu Semakula, recalls her experiences with her late husband. $92 million Uganda shillings has been raised in cash and pledges to complete Masjid Rahman complex, projected to cost 1.2 billion shillings. The center was started by the first Mufti of Uganda, Sheikh Swaibu Semakula, who was the first indigenous Ugandan Sheikh to teach and graduate Ugandans at the level of Sheikhs. He became Mufti in 1966 and died in 1973.
And with that, we'll take a quick break. When we return, business news.
Are you tired of high fees and slow transfer time when sending money? Airtel Money is here to revolutionize the way you move your money. We have revised our rates Pakaku ground. Sending money from Airtel to other networks in Uganda, East Africa, and to the rest of the world has never been more affordable. Dial *185# and start sending money. Switch to Airtel Money today and experience unbeatable rates and top-notch services for all your local and international money transfer needs. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mold Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
Hello, Mom. How did you sleep? How is Salongo? Oh, Mommy, how is Grandma? And Simba, the dog, yeah, the funny one.
Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel Bona voice bundles. Dial *100*1#, select Call Bona to choose bundles from as low as 1,000 shillings from daily, weekly, monthly, or bundles that don't expire. Call Bona on any network in Uganda with Airtel. A reason to imagine.
Here is the 2023 musical launch of the year. 16th of September 2023, Kololo Ceremonial Grounds will be the only place to be, as the whole of Uganda will gather to witness the Museveni Awoma musical launch by Eman Sereko, also known as Munamasaka. Don't miss all your artists, comedians, stage and movie actors, members of parliament, ministers, leaders at different levels, led by the Right Honorable Premier Robin Nabanja. The chief guest of the day will be the one and only Sabalwanyi Jajamwami, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. All at a free entry at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds on the 16th of September 2023. Do not miss.
And now in business, President Yoweri Museveni has asked African dairy sector players to prioritize milk value addition and address challenges of animal disease and low dairy product investment if Africa's milk industry is to realize huge financial returns. In his speech read by the Minister in charge of General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister, Honorable Kasule Lumumba, at the ongoing 16th African Dairy Conference at Hotel Africana, President Museveni believes Africa's dairy industry has the huge potential to expand and contribute to social and economic transformation.
at least more than 60% of Uganda's milk sold unprocessed to consumers still remains a challenge that calls for increased investment to enhance profitability.
The milk production in Africa is not growing fast enough to satisfy the growing demand. We contribute only 3% of the global milk production. Africa's average per capita consumption of 36 liters of milk is below the global average per capita milk consumption of 100 liters and the 200 liters recommended by the World Health Organization. This calls for increased funding interventions to address irregular milk supply in terms of volume, quality, and regularity. There is growing demand for dairy products world over, like cheese, butter, and whole milk powder in international markets in China, India, Pakistan, Europe, name it. Africa should position itself to tap into these markets by producing high-quality dairy products that have long shelf life.
The Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Franka Tumwebaza, says Africa's dairy sector players must unlock intra-trade dairy opportunities as means of mitigating the huge domestic milk surplus.
Take a message back to your governments, to your countries, that we need to trade with each other. It's a shame for African countries to import milk products from Europe. It's a real shame. So as you go back, let's discuss how can we trade more frequently with each other? How can we avoid importing dairy products from very far, yet we can easily and cheaply source products from one another to meet our domestic deficit of dairy and dairy products. Innovative solutions to sustainable dairy production. I hope you will discuss how the issue of animal feeds. What should be the role of government in supporting animal feed production? How can we make it possible for farmers to invest in those feeds, but at the same time have rewarding margins?
Today, we are seeing products coming from Uganda going as far as Asia, in Malaysia, and other countries, many of those countries. It is an indication that it's very important to note that as an industry in East Africa, we have been able to produce products that can engage globally. And therefore the question that we should be asking ourselves, why are we avoiding to trade with each other? Why are we finding it so hard to access markets in our neighboring countries?
Currently, Uganda's milk processing capacity stands at least 2.4 million liters per day.
Now, it is true that we have very few extension workers, but what we are trying to do is to improve the quality of extension and the numbers of extension. Under my watch in the ministry, extension is the most important thing that we are trying to deal with.
This Dairy Conference runs under the theme More Than Just Milk. Crispus Arinitwe, Juma Nsamba, UBC News.
Now, a prominent figure within the Uganda Indian community, elected chairman of the Indian Association of Uganda, has a history of being involved in community-based initiatives and businesses. His chairmanship will engage the Indian community in philanthropic and cultural activities.
I'm an Indian, obviously, and came to Uganda exactly on the day of Easter 2001. So that was a sacred day. And it was a sort of a, even you can say, new birth for me, practically. And never knew or never thought that after 23 years, I'll be sitting and serving the community in a much greater way.
The Indian community in Uganda recently elected Raju Sarin as chairman of the Indian Association of Uganda. The organization's main objective is to strengthen the bond within the Indian community, to promote culture awareness and exchange, and expand the association's involvement in charitable activities. Raju Sarin pledges to ensure all available opportunities for cultural exchange between the Indian and Ugandan community is enhanced.
We are thankful to the current regime under the leadership of His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for giving us the stable political environment and social environment, enabling us to do our work smoothly. And primarily why we are able to contribute to the social welfare and serving the society, because current regime, current establishment have given us very stable business environment. You will appreciate if the business is vibrant, then only there will be enough resources to do the community service. Community service needs a lot of money.
The new chairman promises to reach out to all members of the Indian community and ensure their voices are heard.
Indian Association has thrived primarily because of our consistent support to the indigenous community. We have been able to build bridges, we have been able to build bonds, and we have been able to integrate. Therefore, even after the unfortunate events of the 70s, which affected whole of Uganda, like any other thing, Indian Association also came back on track.
Sarin's ascendance to the Indian Association chairmanship has generated optimism and excitement within the community. The Indian community members now believe that the new association will grow the association by leaps and bounds.
And cat farmers under the umbrella body Kabarole Cat Mairungi Growers Association have petitioned the office of the president over
out of 15,000 Kabarole Cat Growers Association members, 6,000 have signed on the petition for the mercy of the president to withhold signing the bill into law before making thorough investigation on the cash crop.
And at least, if possible, they add value to our Mairungi such that we can sell at a high rate.
The school you are seeing here, I have used Mairungi money to construct this school. After realizing that in this area we are lacking a good school, and you are seeing it is incomplete. I had a plan of getting more money from Mairungi to finish up my structure.
Richard Rabuhinga, the Kabarole district chairperson, says cat growing in the district has transformed livelihoods of people from 7 counties out of the 14 that make up Kabarole, while others outstand the district benefit indirectly.
The income generating crop here.
We are not contradicting Parliament, no. We should be on record, we are not against this legislation, no. But we are against one particular clause that demonizes cat, the growing of cat, as a narcotic drug.
A kilogram of tea leaves cost between 300 to 350 Ugandan shillings, compared to a small green pack of Mairungi, which is sold between 1,000 to 1,500 shillings. Many farmers have been incurring losses through the sale of green tea leaves.
And now in sports, the Uganda Rugby Sevens team has been flagged off to Harare, Zimbabwe, where they will take part in the 2023 Rugby Africa Men's Sevens tournament due September 16th till the 17th this year. The team, also Africa's reigning champion, was flagged off by the National Council of Sports chairperson Ambrose Tashobia at Cooper Chimney in Lugogo.
Adrian Casito, Phil Poro-Korach, Isaac Massa, William Nkore, Alex Atlinda, Pius Ogena, Norbert Okeny, Dennis Etau, Mubarak Wandera, Davis Shimwa, Aaron Ofoyo-Roth, and Ian Munyani are the men tasked with raising the Uganda flag high at this year's Rugby Africa Men's Sevens Championships in Harare, Zimbabwe. The team was flagged off this afternoon at the Chopper Chimney by the chairperson of the National Council of Sports, Ambrose Tashowa.
What you're going to do down in Harare has a lot to do with inspiring the many that are behind. So play for yourself, play for the many that are looking at you. You might be cautious of it or uncautious of it, and play for your country. We have seen you play, we have seen you, do your thing. So we know what you're able to do. And also we are ready to be surprised because you've been doing very good training and preparing yourself.
The 90% has been done. We are sure, without doubt, that you're ready for the 10% to apply yourselves. It's our hope that you will come back triumphant on your own personal goals, but also lifting the trophy down in Zimbabwe. It's our hope that we'll be, after a long time, we'll have a team sport qualifying for the Olympics.
Uganda, the defending champions, will face Burkina Faso, Algeria and Zimbabwe in the group stages as they fight to defend their title and qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympics.
The team has been selected purely out of form of the players. Most of them have been really playing well in the local circuit. Their experience comes in hand. But I believe each player has a job at hand once you're on pitch. I mean, you're there for the team and you've been chosen for a reason. And I'm hoping that each of them know what they want and can do their best to ensure that the team comes out victorious.
It's the one thing that this team has never been to, the Olympics, and we've dreamt about it for a long time. So hopefully we'll be able to give out our best performance, and that should be able to see us through.
The 2023 Rugby Africa Men's 7 tournament will take place on the 16th and 17th of September 2023. Uganda needs to win the tournament to automatically progress to the 2024 Paris Olympics or finish second or third to progress to the next qualification phase. Grace Joyce Kemigisa, UBC News.
Meanwhile, Moses Kipsiro, Uganda's double Commonwealth champion, is teaming up with Tororo Municipality Member of Parliament Apollo Yeri Ofono to organize the Sukulu Hill Marathon. The proceeds of the marathon, scheduled for December this year, will be used to rehabilitate staff accommodation and build new wards for the Tororo General Hospital.
So they're in a very, very bad state. Very, very bad state. So that is the doctors, the nurses, the staff who are staying within that estate. They are not happy with where they are staying. Our target is so big. We have not come with the final figure, but it's so huge. It's so huge. It's so huge. So. We don't know whether we shall meet the target, but we have a hope because now,
running and also giving back to the community is part of me. Yeah, when you come and exercise yourself, and we also contribute something to the maternity ward here in Tororo. Yeah, it is a great thing to do, and also it is a part of athletics.
Resources will always be scarce. In the case of healthy situation in Tororo, we are not doing well because one, we don't have a regional referral hospital here, and this Tororo covers 3 districts. All the 7 districts of Bukedi are under Tororo. So we have always been asking for a regional referral hospital to see that the population here are covered with specialists who can help them on some special medical cases instead of referring people to Mulago or Mbale.
Well, that does it for news tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Do have yourselves a lovely night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.